Good morning, everybody. We are up and going with today's live stream for Palworld. We will be taking just a moment to make sure everything is working properly, as we always do. We do appear ready to go, so we're gonna get right into everything. As you can see, I have the, the synthesizer station set up now. I have two of the ancient ranches, or not ranches, but farms set up right here for food production. We've got our power grid online. Like, we're getting everything set up so we could just deposit the pals in here and then get everything going. I have a station for every material in the game. Like, every material that these are allowed to make, I have a station for. Now, I am trying to determine how many floors this base is actually going to need. Because I gotta be real with you guys, this build plan format gives you a lot more space to work with than I thought it was going to. And I like having, like big, complicated, cool structures. But it's also very much the kind of thing where don't overcomplicate a situation unless you have to. Okay, so normally building a wall into a pillar like that can be a problem, but for whatever reason, when it's on this tile set, it just isn't. Weird. Okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna put all the beds up here. And we will figure out everything from there. Just the base has to have at least 2 floors. Now, between this base and my ranching base, I should quite literally never run into a situation where I do not have a material that I need. Because anything that those two bases don't produce, the breeding base can. freaking sweet. Okay. Yeah, this base will also prevent weird bottlenecks from happening with, like, raw materials. Because sometimes we'll have to make, like, a million of something, and then we'll run into an issue of, like, oh, I'm out of this, like, random bullshit material that I now have to go get. And this will fix that problem. Now, for anybody who might be wondering why I'm not building up where I can get, like, ancient wood or anything, it's because I don't need it. I get it from relic runs, so there is functionally no reason for me to ever go and build up there. And you will never not be running relics. Yeah, I do not want us to ever be in a situation ever again where I, like, need a material and I don't have it. I don't know if I'm keeping these stairs. I don't know if I need them, but we'll mark them just in case. Or not mark them, just paint them. Make them look nice. And that's 5 tiles wide. Those are technically 6 tiles wide. The beds being over here and potentially against that wall are probably the best bet. Because you don't want them in the way, right, of any kind of walk path up here. Yeah, and because of the way that this gets laid out... Where are we at? We're at 12 beds. You know what? That actually works out nicely. Bed's just hugging that wall. That leaves room up here to put whatever else I might need to. We need to make sure we put a food bowl down here. Probably like right there, middle of the work floor. Because I also have the hot springs set up as well. Circuit boards and refined ingots. Okay. We'll have to go get some. Because the idea is that, this base is gonna need a lot of sanity prevention, I'm pretty sure. Because even the, like, lower tier mining nodes, like the advanced ones, we're just putting massive sanity strain. So I want to make absolutely sure that this cannot go sideways. You know what I mean? And we're gonna need at least it's like, what, 12 pals at least for this base are going to just those resource nodes. And that only leaves 6 slots open for anything else. 2 of which have to be electricity. And then that leaves 4. Yeah, this is gonna be a kind of tight fit on what we have them producing. Like, it's gonna have to be very, very, very specified as to, like, what is kept here. And I do know that, if I was to breed up a bunch of Sekhmets, alpha Sekhmets specifically, and then max condense them, and then give them, all enough mining books to capstone them, that they would be faster than just about anything else I could put in here. Which is likely going to happen. Okay, I do have the ability to build this. Okay, and due to that being set up the way that it is, they can't get stuck. Like, it just won't happen. Just select those for now, because this base is not for, agriculture, right? That's gonna be the crafting base where most of the advanced agriculture is happening. That is just there to prevent, like, emergency starving situation. Okay, so these guys have an 8 in mining and an 8 in carrying. So these might not be terrible as, like, a thought process for this base. I do know that I'm probably going to want either maxed out Sekhmets or just at least 2-star condensed Aegidrans to put in here so that they have mining 10. Yeah, they only have mining 3. So even at max condensed, right, you would have to... Because that would only put them to, like, what? I think it would be mining 7 at max condensed. You would still need 3 mining books per Sekhmet. And you would want them having all of the work passives. Hmm. Okay. So... let's try to figure this out. Yeah, we need transport pals. But I also want them to be suitable for other things. I think that Agelon specifically might be a good fit for this particular job. Because, like, preferably Dark Pals, right? Either that or ones with Insomnia. So that your base is just running all the damn time. The other thing is, if you were willing to, right? Solines could work very well for this job if you were just willing to give them each a bunch of books. Mimogs also work exceedingly well for this job, but you don't want them to be alphas. Right, because you're trying to have, like, a pal that doesn't take up a ton of space. And plus you would want to, up their actual transporting to 10. Which means for each Mimog you would want for the job, you would need at least 5 books. Which is a lot, so... what is your transporting? 5? Okay. So that's 5 pals already to transport. We're gonna really, really be pushing, like, what we can get away with here. Do I think the 2 birds are going to be enough? Right, that is, like, the question. Probably not. We need at least 1 cooling pal. And we want them to not suck. Like, obviously, it's gonna be a minute before this base is, like, fully optimized, because I am gonna have to breed and condense specific pals for the job. Oh, well, he's actually super dumb. Well, good morning, Mr. Camel. Good luck in your Sacred Only Wilds run. Going surprisingly well. That makes sense. Alright, well, I'm happy for you, man. We are setting up a fairly complicated mining base. It is only complicated in the sense of I have to be very careful what I, like, put to work in this base. Emotes have dodos, but not ravens? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm working on getting channel emotes anyway. What is this nonsense? Yeah, no, it'll be fine. Like, we'll soon have, all that figured out. And I managed to fix one of the biggest hurdles with the Discord last night, so hopefully today and tomorrow I can just get the last of it finally set up. Started to get the feeling the Sacred Back Hunting Horn is really good. I know that people were using that, like, strat as a, like, way of amping themselves, and then just switching to a different weapon. Oh, excuse me. All I mean is, they were just using it to, like, buff themselves, and then hopping on the Sacred long enough to switch to a different weapon, and then dismounting and attacking, yeah. Not in the sense of, like, oh yeah, no, they're just, like, sitting on the back of the Sacred. Hmm. They're not perfect, but they'll work. The only thing I wasn't able to fit was, anything for lumbering. That is gonna have to be something that I switch pals out for. And like I said, this obviously isn't perfect. Hmm. This base does let me synthesize any material in the game, though, besides, like, specifically World Tree materials. And if hardwood and regular wood are the only two things that this can't make without me switching something out, that means that that would technically be the only thing that I might need to get, like, my mining tool out for and just go grab a ton of. Yeah, like, how's our sanity looking is my question. Yeah, and because all of the break facilities are on the same floor as them working, they don't even need to go that far to take a break. I think I was missing circuit boards and refined ingots, yes, for these. Well, it's pal metal for this. Circuit board and bio battery. Okay. Yeah, and they're making berries fast enough that they should be fine, but we'll keep an eye on it. Jesus, I have 10 transporting books. I have 500 of those, and then I need to make circuit boards. Yeah, we're gonna need to, again, specifically breed base pals. Probably in other runs, because, like, frankly, I've gotten to the point where, like, I don't need to worry about optimizing all of this too much. But for future runs, I now know that there are just objectively better things I could be doing. Okay, I would like... Oh, this needs solarite. I don't know why I thought it needed the actual ingot, but I did. Huh. Weird. No, it's fun. It's not a big deal. I'm trying to get, like, an absolutely perfect, like, Zoe and Grisbolt. Because I am curious, like, what the logical extreme that that particular PAL can be, pushed to is. Yeah, I have one condensed up to 3 stars is the fucked up part. Yeah, near as I can tell, we have more than enough electricity. Okay. That should up work speed and stabilize sanity. Might need to find a way to add an additional carrier PAL to the base. What work suitability does this require? It's obnoxious. Okay, food. Work suitability 6 at least. Okay. I mean, he waters quick enough. And anytime he's not watering, he'll be moving items. Yeah, like I said, it's not perfect. But it is definitely a good loadout. Oh, so they are moving it. It's just it's just that he's crafting it super fast. Okay, I was kind of concerned. My big boys. My big mining boys. Okay. Yeah, they seem to be working pretty well. We're not gonna, like, mess with the work speed of the base until I have all of the pals in it optimized. I mean, if I even push it that far, right? Because near as I can tell, they haven't added anything to the game yet that would make me need to do that. Right, like the idea is that we just keep them happy enough to where we don't have issues. Yeah, Starion Primo, something that's upsetting me about you is you are just harvesting only, which isn't ideal. Gathering, transporting. So a max condensed Renjishi has harvesting 7 and transporting 6. Man, he's like an insane base pal when you actually look at him. Because this Renjishi doesn't have any books applied to him, so Kindling 10, Handiwork 8, Harvesting 7, and Transporting 6. You get like 2 of those and just give them like enough books to capstone everything, and you've got a fair bit of bases covered. That's kind of insane. Harvesting 4, gathering 7. Or you could butcher them. I mean, I only do that if I absolutely need to do it to get items. For exotic meat and meals. I mean, you really only need Mammo Rest meat. It makes all of the best food in the game. Anything that I need for these guys is grown from, like, just essentially farm plots. Or acquired through ranching. I'm just trying to optimize, like, the shit out of this layout, because I only have 18 palace slots. Which sounds like a lot until you go to, like, you know, do anything with the base. Their sanity seems fine. It's just... I worry. Because mining bases are always tricky. It can be very difficult. That's a lot of Dragoons and Burbs. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, he's one of the best mining pals in the game. And as you can see, I have synthesizers set up for every, ore type in the game. Thanks, man. I'm working very hard to optimize this. It's just kind of a pain. And for anybody wondering why I have so many saunas in this base, it is because I have run into issues with mining bases before, where, like, 4 pals decide to take a break at the same time. Insanity. Nah, it's not insanity. This needs to be like this. Okay. No. No, 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 no. Mr. Camel, we do not summon insanity to my bases, okay? God, he's adorable. No, stop it. No chaos. No. Alright, like, how are we actually looking on material here? Like, before I continue building, I am just, like, genuinely curious. We're doing alright. Yeah, we're doing real good. In the short amount of time that this base has had uptime. Close that. What am I doing? I'm being an idiot. Put that away. It might not let me. Cause that is, like, the downside of them working all the damn time. See. I can't, like, actually pet them while they're at a mining station or anything. And I don't want to remove them from the mining station, because then I gotta go back into the area and reassign them to the mining station. So I'll do you one better. Alright, here. Come here. He's a good boy. I have pet a giant dragon. It's just not one of these. So I do not wish to remove them from their crafting stations. This base is a delicate balance. We're not struggling on power, are we? Because literally everything in here requires electricity. That's why you see me, like, checking constantly, but I think we'll be okay. This, is eventually getting, like, Orzerks put on it, but for right now... Alright, so I'm gonna leave, guys, and shit better not fucking break, like, the instant I'm gone. God. You all have more than enough beds, you all have more than enough everything that you could possibly fucking need. So there better not be any problems. I gotta head over to my ranching base. Check on things here. Yeah, so mining bases, they put pretty heavy strain on the pals working at them, typically speaking. So you do just want to be careful, to make sure that you're not overdoing it, you know? Yeah, I don't want an insanity dragon, okay? That sounds like a huge problem. Oh, this is the ranching base, Mr. Camel. I don't know if I showed it to you. Isn't it beautiful? It's like a huge-ass structure. No. Why would I? No. I don't want to break my home. I worked very hard building this. Why would I break it? Because you are Alexander Toastler the Third. Yeah, but I don't break my own shit. It's very, very counterproductive. We don't do that. I need wooden boards. Toast hit the foundations of the buildings. A Toast Slayer thing to do. Yeah, but not my buildings. I don't break my shit. I break other people's shit. Okay? Would you believe it? Yeah. Yeah, I would. Oh, man. It's kind of insane how when you get to late game, it renders a lot of things that you could be doing obsolete. Because I have very much reached a point where some of the stuff that I have is, like, completely useless to me. Okay. Oh man, isn't that a country? No. No, it is not. I'm just trying to build stuff, Mr. Camel. I'm just trying to build stuff. Alright, just trying to build a beautiful future for my critters. As well as myself. Okay. We absolutely need one of these built. Oh, go, Soline. Perfect. She, like, instant builds shit, it's great. Okay. Rain Syndicate Smuggling Warehouse. Kinship Peach, Lamball Mutton, Soul Spheres, Ancient Pal Manuscripts, Bella Noir's Slab Fragment, okay. Whoa. Okay, that can give you so much stuff. Alright, hold on. Because I am planning on potentially doing boss runs today. Let's go ahead and grab our Blazing Rounds setup. Power raids. Yeah, that's basically what's happening. Yeah, I am sending my pals to just go, like, fuck someone's day up. Yeah, that is essentially what's happening here. Dude, I am, like, genuinely curious, like, what I get from this. Yeah, I have a 303% chance of success. Go, my children. Go. Attack. Assault. Bring me many, many things. Okay. Now what I need to find out is if I go to a different location, like, I don't know, this base over here that has kind of a lot of extra room, and I put another one of these down, am I allowed to do multiple power raids? Join them? I cannot. Sadly, the game does not allow me to do that. I wish that I could. You realize how much, like, stronger they immediately get by me being present? It's kind of fucked up. Oh, no. Okay. So, we're gonna go in here. Right? Now, we're gonna break this, right? Because we don't actually need this here. We're probably gonna break that, because we don't need that there. We're gonna have it facing this way. My gun does kill, yes. If that is what you were asking, yes, my gun does kill. It is very much designed to do just that. The camera got all weird, that's great. Okay. Oh, I can, that's fucked up. Okay, so like... World Tree Ruins? Auto-assign? So the unfortunate thing is, like, all of my strongest pals are on that other expedition, so there's not much point in having two of these right now. There wouldn't, yeah, there really wouldn't be a point. Okay, do I have a customization station here? Because if I don't, I should build one. I do. Yeah, because I have, like, all kinds of crazy shit that I can just, like, yeet onto myself. I do kind of like the bird person face. What armor choices do I have? Ooh. I'm gonna need to go and get, like all of the armor cosmetics. That's something I hope they add to the game, by the way, is, so in this technology tree, the same way that I have, like, the ability to put points into, like, unlocking special furniture, I think it would be really cool if they added cosmetic armor, like unlocks, in this tree as well. For, like, different appearances. I think it would be really, really cool. And it would give people a whole bunch of, like, customization options, you know? Status resistance. Man, I am very resistant to statuses. Statue of Rainbow Fortune, and movement speed. Okay. I mean, the only thing that we really have left to do besides hard tower bosses is, we want to do the raid, boss things, but we're gonna need to, like, really breed up some very strong pals for that, and we're going to want to complete the PAL Dex in its entirety. And we may not be doing that this run, right? Just, like, at some point of us playing Palworld, completing the PAL Dex is going to need to be done. Okay. How much ammo do I have? Quite a bit. Okay. I forgot what it takes to make these. IO batteries. Right, it's that one thing that's super, super expensive to keep and upkeep on, but very much worth it. Oh. Well, 65 Xenoloord, Plasma Ryu. I would need to run this at least twice, would I not, to get 2 eggs? Bella Noir Slab. Interesting. I mean, that is the primary reason to run the expeditions external of the cores, is to get these slabs. Especially if you're not doing a bunch of dungeon crawling. Make 36 AI cores? I don't need 36 AI cores, but I can make them. We're gonna make 300 more of these bio batteries. Because the only issue I have with running these tower bosses is they are very resource intensive to run. Like, they take a ton of my shit every time I want to fight one. Grass damage reduction and fire ring and fire baton. Defense up, health up, attack up. Okay. Come on. I'm gonna take 60 of these Mammo Rest curries. Oh boy, alright. I kinda want to test a flamethrower against her and see if it's, like, any good. Because fire does health state damage, so the flamethrower might like unironically be one of the best late game weapons in the game if it works the way that I'm wanting it to. Yeah, she drops the legendary drone launcher, which is why I'm like, man, I really want the legendary drone launcher. Okay, yeah, no, it's not very good. Sadly. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, she hits fucking hard, guys. Be very careful fighting her. Now, I'm wearing, like, real good armor. It's like the other thing that's fucked up. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that hurt. Oh, she is fucking spicy. Oh my goodness. Stop it. You don't need to be so spicy all the damn time. Oh boy. My goodness. So spicy. All the time. Yeah, shit's crazy. And I'm like technically rocking her weakness is the messed up part. Like everything I do applies her weakness. So the fact that she just takes as much of my resources as she does is a little bit insane. Let's see. Is there anything else that I could potentially be doing to sway this in my favor? Now, see, I only run this because when she does get set on fire, a 65% damage increase is insane. The problem with it is that the damage is like hyper conditional. So I might have to swap him for a different pal, maybe. I don't know. How many bullets do I have left? I have enough. I'm trying to roll the legendary drone launcher from her, so unfortunately we are gonna have to fight her a good number of times. Damn, she is fucking spicy. Good lord. I'm glad the hard mode power bosses are actually hard, though. It makes me very happy that these are not just like fucking pushovers. Very nice. Man. I really want the drone launcher schematic. Yeah, she eats about 1,000 of my rounds per run, a little bit more than that. God damn. I mean, she's worth it, right? It's not like she's not. It's just, damn. Damn. I'm trying to figure out why the hell my fire ring thing on this passive does not have more uptime on her, given that I am just lighting her the fuck up with fire rounds. Like, I am shooting her with nothing but incendiary rounds. And I'm not sure how the, like, elemental stacking on it works, you know? Oh, ow. Oh, Jesus. Laser to the face immediately. Okay. Okay, so... interesting. I might die. Just because I've taken some unfortunate hits. Maybe. I don't know. I'm fairly durable even without a Sylvegas in my back pocket. Okay, yes, if I keep magics out for, like, a while, the fire ring seems to have a lot more uptime. Interesting. I mean, she is a firepower, so it does make sense to a degree. Jesus. God, she is trying pretty hard to kill me. Come on. Water lasers? Water lasers. Wait, what? God damn it. That shit is so annoying. It's all cause, like, fucking unfortunate bullshit to my face at the beginning of the fight. That is the only reason. And I really hate that the timeout kills you. It shouldn't. The timeout should literally just be, you failed and are teleported outside the tower. God, wasted so much fucking ammo. Just unlucky bullshit, and I really hate unlucky bullshit. My drone launcher broke. That was the problem. I hate how resource intensive they are. I get why, but like, still. It's very fucking annoying. Is the only thing I do not like about the hard mode tower bosses is like the fucking, oh, you ran out of time. It just fucking kills you. Should not be how that works. The only way I should die is if they can kill me. Right? Like, that should be the only instance in where I have to, like, respawn and grab my shit. Because it's just super annoying that I have to, like, waste a bunch of time re-picking up, like, all my crap. Very annoying. Have to go mining again eventually. Because you get, like, what, 2 tower runs, maybe? Yeah, it's like 2 tower runs before you have to, like, repair this shit. And you do basically have to have this, or you just don't build damage quick enough. It's very annoying. Yeah, I do not like the whole, oh, you ran out of time and you die. Makes, like, no fucking sense. Still trying to decide what I want in here. Let's go check this base real quick. It's just very annoying. Depressed? Why? You have literally everything you need. My guy, this is exactly why I hate mining bases. Okay, hold on. Ugh. Like, this should not be happening at all. With the amount of fucking sanity prevention I have in here, this should not be happening at all. Like, I get it, you're not necessarily work pals, but at the same time, I don't understand why this is a problem. Because you have that, you have food, you have literally everything you could need, and I have the highest sanity prevention saunas in the game. Ugh. Alright, hold on. Now we're taking everybody out of the base until I can figure out the problem. It's just like annoying bullshit after annoying bullshit. Because a lot of this is problems that we shouldn't be running into at all. Like, period. Like, none of this should be happening. Very fucking annoying. Yeah, very fucking annoying. Oh, ew. I mean, that's better than what it was. Yeah, that like, you die on failure shit is super annoying. Do not agree with it. In addition to that, I do not think the rewards for hard mode bosses are good enough. Like, yeah, the cosmetic headpiece and a guaranteed, like, level up gem is cool, but man, I super do not think the rewards are good enough for how resource intensive those bosses are. Like, I understand that they drop a legendary engram, like, technically, but from what I understand, it's anywhere from a 5 to a 10% drop chance depending on the boss, because, like, I did look. Because I wanted to know what the number was. Uh-huh. Yeah, boy, that's super frustrating. Because it takes so much of my stuff to run the boss. And, like, I don't have a problem spending the resources to run a boss. The issue I have is, like, the shit that I'm getting is not good enough to justify doing it in a lot of cases. Because, like, even for her, right? Like, I'm running her weakness, like, her elemental weakness, and she's still, like, taking quite a bit of the timer to, like, burn down, which, I get it, she's a hard mode boss, but if I'm bringing the thing's weakness, right, and I'm applying it constantly, the fight should not be anywhere near as obnoxious as it is to do. What does this even do? Dropped items obtained from this pal by 100%. Interesting. Yeah, it's just super frustrating. There's not a way for me to set this up, I don't think, where I get what I want the entire time. Because it's like... Because it's a live server, right? I don't want to leave this without just a ton of food here. Because if the base runs out of food, then everything else just, no matter what you do, it just gets horrible really, really fast. Now, from what I understand, that prevents them from getting sick at all, no matter how sad they get, but it doesn't actually cure illness. Which means I will have to also put a medicine rack here. This is very annoying. It's all very annoying. Yeah, Pocket Pair, make the hard mode bosses worth fighting, please, because as of right now, they are not. They just aren't. Like, I'm gonna do them each once anyway, but like, they're just not worth doing right now. Because I'm sorry, but a 10% chance at a legendary engram is not enough for, like, how much stuff you have to burn fighting them. It is a little bit stupid. Oh, this is the wrong base. I need to be at the breeding base. Okay. Yormantide. We need to put a couple different things on you. Since you're not actually seeing combat, like, you are literally never entering the fray. I'm gonna give you idiosyncratic, because I want you to give me health regen. see, what else? Healing coach, so that it's just more health regen. On top of what I'm already getting. Vanguard. So that you up my attack. Is there anything else I can put on him that affects specifically me or any other pal that I have? No. Okay. Ranjishi, you're next. Vanguard, idiosyncratic. Healing coach. And since you are getting sent out to do fighting pretty frequently, we will give you probably immortality. Immortality is really good. It's very, very strong. You know what? I don't want to burn an immortality on him, so we will just give him serenity. So that he at least has that. Okay. It's a slightly better loadout. Now I, as the player, have a fair bit more health regeneration. I do wish that there was, like, a advanced stats tab to see where all of my total, you know, health regen and other effects stacking on me were. Because as near as I can tell, that's not a thing. Alright, I actually want to see real quick what the visible difference on my damage and such is with those changes. Because those passives should stack in a way where I just have a lot more health regen. Like, during the fight. So it should be significantly harder to kill me. And I should do a little bit more damage. Oh, hold on. Should be a total of, what, a 20? 20% damage increase. Which is a lot. Yeah, my health regen's a lot faster. Oh, you know... God, it would help if I wasn't actually stupid. Okay, and now I had to stand still long enough to do that, sadly. Forgot to, like, switch back to my damage equipment. So the fact that we were doing that much damage without that equipped is good. Ow. Oh, boy. Probably gonna die, but that's fine. Just an unlucky day, that's all. I don't think I have enough time. Maybe. Okay, cool. Jesus Christ. Get out of here. Oh man. Yeah, there's so much resources spent like every time you do it. It's kind of ridiculous. God, why are these a one stack wonder? Like, what is this? Like, I get it, they're a cosmetic, but like, still. Oh man. Yeah, it's just. It wouldn't be so bad if, like, the stuff that I needed to repair this wasn't so ridiculous. Because the drone launcher is cool, right? Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's sweet. Very powerful, like, add-on. But at the same time, Jesus Christ. It's very, again, very resource intensive. I can't use that. Like, it's literally useless to me. Like, I can't have more health than I already do. I am at the maximum amount the game will allow me to have. I mean, the loadout works, right? That's like the whole thing. And me adding the things that I did, it makes me considerably harder to kill. I can't tell how actually useful this is, given that, like, the whole burning condition seems to not proc as often as I'm wanting it to. Hmm. And this technically doesn't have as much damage as you would want it to, but she also technically can't be knocked out of her attacks for the most part. Like, the only thing I don't have on me is, like, an Aegiodron to prevent, like, stunning or whatever. And there might even be a way to, like, set it up to where I have, like, a full dragon team and my attacks do dragon damage and a bunch of other shit. Like, I don't know yet. I gotta mess with a ton of stuff. I just wish running them gave me more stuff. It's a little frustrating that it doesn't. And for Marcus specifically, we are going to want like a water team, I think, because he does have the Phalaris. So I don't think bringing fire to that particular fight is a good idea. So I will have to think up a like a water loadout to bring to fight him. Because for most of these fights, the fire loadout will work just fine, right? It's just for him specifically, I have to bring something else. Man, the other thing is, like, so this tower, right? If you time out on that tower, you then have to go get, like, well, you may not even need heat-resistant armor now that I'm thinking about it, right? Because you just respawn right next to the thing and grab your stuff as quickly as you can. And as long as your armor re-equips quick enough, you're probably fine. It's just all of it's gross. All of it is gross. There's not a single thing about it where it doesn't just suck the entire time. And it wouldn't be so bad if they gave me stuff I cared about, but they just don't. And it's really annoying. Because the legendary schematics being the only reason to fight them is kinda buns. You know? Like, it is kinda garbo. I do probably want, like, max condensed ranching pals with all of the best work passives in the game on them. I mean, a lot of what I have left is just, like, optimization. You know? There isn't too much that I could do in the way of remaining gameplay, I think. Because, like, all I do have left are the hard mode bosses. And I guess altar fights, but for altar fights we would have to, you know, essentially breed an army of a specific kind of PAL. And I don't know yet what I would want that PAL to be. I haven't decided. It's gonna need to be something with a lot of damage. It's gonna need basically perfect passives. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna have to be really, really, really good. Yeah, give me everything we got here. So what? Relics, some holy water, mammo rest meat. That is super not worth doing. that is... Man, you literally would only run these for the slabs, and even then you're better off just running dungeons. That is really annoying. Man, I kind of don't want this here now. I just don't care. I mean, I guess you can technically send the expeditions and run the dungeons, but realistically, the only reason you have, as far as I can tell, to run those PAL expedition things is before you get access to the world tree, it is your only access to civilization cores. But even then, like, you don't care, because you, technically speaking, don't even need civ cores to get access to the world tree, because it's like, you only need strong enough lightning pals to kill Panthalis, right? Or capture him. And then once that's done, you get access to the world tree, and make sure you're strong enough to get, like, either the stupid dandelion thing, or two of these, and just breed them and butcher them until you get the civ cores you want. And then it just doesn't matter, because then from there you can just also farm the world tree for civ cores. Which means the PAL manuscripts are the only reason to run the expeditions, period. Right? Because, like, slabs can be gotten from dungeons. Dungeons are more efficient to run anyway, because you also have a chance at, like, high-tier engrams and stuff. I don't know, endgame seems weird to me, because it's like, some of it's worth doing, right? But I'm not getting enough from the endgame tower bosses to make me care. Right, like, I could just not run them, and it would change nothing. Right, because, like, what's stopping me from, I don't know, rolling relics enough until I just get enough blueprints to get all of the legendary engrams I want anyway, right? Because anything those bosses drop, you can get lower tier versions of those engrams from the relics, and I'm pretty sure that the relics technically have a chance of dropping you a legendary version anyway. And the relics are just better to run because you get more, like, stuff total. Right? Like, as near as I can tell, that is the reality of the situation. Like, I can't think of any reason, like, at all, to do those hard mode tower bosses other than to say you did it. Which does suck just a little bit, right? I'm really hoping they fix that. Just at some point. Like, make them worth doing, please. Because the cosmetics, man, they're nice, they're cool, or whatever, but they are not a good enough reason for me to, like, bother, outside of beating them, like, once, and then never touching them again. Because you gotta think, I quite literally had to go and breed up a specific team for this task, right? Because, like, if you look at my dragon party, like this one, these guys are not slouches, is, like, the whole thing, right? Like, each of these creatures was specifically, like, tailored to be a huge problem on its own. And they are. It's just that, like, for me to have to go and quite literally optimize to a specific damage type and give myself a bunch of very specific buffs onto, like, my bullets, and to make it so that my pals are quite literally doing one thing and one thing only, right? Well, technically two, right? Either setting the enemy on fire or blinding them with shadow tornadoes. That is essentially all that's happening. So for, like, that much effort to have to go in and be done, only for this to just not work, essentially, is a little bit dumb. Because it's like, what? They give you, like, I think it's 5 minutes to kill the tower boss. I think it's 5 minutes. I would need to go back and look. But you do not have a lot of time, is the point. And it's just kind of insane that the rewards are as lackluster as they are for just how much overall work is, you know? I wonder if I could get away with running one Orzerk on this. We're gonna try. We also need to make some adjustments to the breeding base, I think. I'm not sure yet. I gotta mess with, like, a whole bunch of stuff, you know? I need to look at something. I said my PAL index number, did I not? Jeez. I just want it sorted. Okay, so I do have two ascended ones. Okay, I was making sure they were both ascended. Because we have the combat one, and then we've got this one, which is just like build everything immediately. Yeah, man, this might be the last Palworld stream for a little bit, in fact, because I'm kind of at a point where, unless people want breeding streams and me showing them how I do that and the way that we make our decisions for what we keep, what we don't, the condensing process, all of that. Like, if people want that, then yeah, I'll do it on stream, but a lot of that does get done off live, because it just seems to be very monotonous. And we have, like, building and stuff that needs to be done, but that mining base is being difficult. Okay, so if I take one of my Orzerks from here, right, and I move it to the other base... Because that other base really does need to be very precise for it to work the way that I'm wanting it to. I'm gonna build this and then break it real quick. Just so that I have the stuff in my pockets to build it at the other place. Like, the exact amount of things. Yeah, we're not like ending stream or anything yet. We might just do a Final Fantasy stream this morning as well, just because like I said, I am basically out of things to do in Palworld. Which, I do not enjoy that that is the case, but the reality is that, like, I just don't have that much stuff left to do. Because we need a bunch of tablets, too, is, like, the other thing. I guess we could do, like, dungeon runs to get them, but I would need to know the exact dungeons they come out of and stuff. Yeah, we need to remove a Orzerk. Take this one. And then we will sort by medicine. That has a natural 8 in medicine, so if we bred that up and condensed it, it would make for a very good medicine pal for our bases. We're gonna bring this with us, and we're gonna put it at the other base. Put some alright work passives on it. I probably have a medicine book just laying around. Just because I don't have time to... Not right now, anyway, to breed them up, and... Yeah, I have 2 medicine books just laying around. That's all I need. Alright, off to the breeding base. Because I'm trying to fix this problem, but it's just being a pain in the ass. And it's because mining bases are always like this. I don't think I've ever had them not be this temperamental. Balancing them is always a bit of a chore. Okay, Orzurk. Insomnia, Work Slave, Artisan... Do we not have another... What is it? Like, super crafting one? It doesn't look like we do. Okay. We're gonna give him Demon's Hand. And we're going to get rid of... Work Slave. And because he has Workaholic at offsets, so it's fine. We just need him to be able to operate the thing without there being issues. I don't want to get rid of Lavish Hospitality, though, on that, just for breeding reasons. Like, it is a diamond passive, and I know that we can roll it from... like these. It's just, it seems like it's rare. Let's go ahead and give you Artisan. Oh, hello, Kazarov. I don't know why your message didn't show up in the chat overlay, but it didn't. It's a good thing I keep the stream open on the side, just for if that happens. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. Gonna get this thing Insomnia. It's not perfect, but it'll do the job. That's all that matters. We'll get a perfect one later. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So, that's what it's called. I always called it the message board. Oh, yeah, I have, yeah, I have a chat overlay where, like, what you guys see show up on the screen is the only thing that actually shows up in my chat overlay. Which is why I have to leave the stream open on, like, a side screen or something, as in case YouTube, for whatever reason, does not, you know, display what I need it to. have any medicine on me. No, but we can fix that. I have money. That's not the issue. Oh my goodness, just let me assign the pal to the job. So annoying. Okay, we need a cooling pal. Yeah, this base has been a pain in my ass. It makes sense, like, why it's so temperamental. It is still just very annoying. He should be more than enough for that job. I will be very surprised if he is not. Hey, you two, your only job is to move items. That's it. Your only job is to take stuff and put it in the box. Okay, this is not very complicated. Now, I'm gonna go buy medicine for the pals. Okay, so as soon as I finish setting up this base, there's a pretty good chance we will be switching to Final Fantasy for the day. Because I am just kind of, like I said, out of things to do in Palworld for right now. It'll be like maybe a 15-minute intermission between switching to the other ones, so just, keep an eye on your notifications, don't go very far kind of thing. Oh, right. Right. Force of habit of being in a base, like, most of the time. Yeah, because a lot of the stuff I have to do is it's very, very monotonous. Just like constantly breeding, constantly checking things, constantly making sure that, you know, we have stuff ready. Okay. That should fix that problem. Like, he should just auto-cure himself. And having the moth critter in the base should fix most of our problems. Need you really quickly. Now she should be at a 10 in medicine. Which, as far as I know, should stop them from getting sick ever again, as long as, like, she's at the base. Okay. If I come back later and shit's fucked, all of you are getting butchered. Every single one of you. Oh, man. Because boy, I have given you quite literally everything you need to just not be sad all the time. I didn't realize you, like, glittered and shit. Kinda makes sense, given, like, you're basically a moth and all, but still, it's kind of insane. Okay. Are we good? Is everything functioning the way that it's supposed to? Because, like, listen, I get that you're not exactly, you know, perfect for mining or whatever. In the sense of, like, they don't have perfect passives, but that shouldn't matter. Especially when, like, I quite literally have everything here that you can put in a base to prevent sanity buildup. Like, the only thing I don't have here is a Shroomer Noct, and it's because, like, I just don't have the space. As much as I want one here, I don't have the space. Let's go check the jobs he can do anyway. Yeah, he's planting, gathering, lumbering, and handiwork, technically. I mean, if I'm going to be putting these in bases, I want them to be basically perfect. Right? And I would want to use, like, skill books to max them out, too, to really get, like, a bunch of value from them. Alright, yeah, I better not come back and, like, everybody be sad and broken, because nothing annoys me more than doing a whole bunch of work to perfect something, and then, like, coming back to the base and it just not mattering. Okay, so you're not generating power because these are full? Okay. Yeah, the one Orzerk should be more than enough to power this entire base. Because I don't have anything here where the draw on electricity is just massive. How much stuff am I carrying? Quite a bit. Okay, we need carry weight, we need double jumping to get around the base faster, and we need IV glasses to see better. Like, if we're messing with the breeding base, that's basically what we need on us. Skill books, bunch of other shit, mammo rest meat. Yeah, this is, like, I went through all of the pals that I could breed, and this seems to be the best spread of late-game pals for me to breed right now. Because I get horns from them, I get bones from them, and I get the flowers from them, and all of that makes medicine. You get large souls from them, medium souls from them, giant souls from them. Like, the only thing that I'm not producing right now, I think that I might need a ton of is small souls, but those are easy to get, so... You know, I can't really complain. I also was thinking about breeding a combat Mimog and making it immune to explosives and then teaching it the, like, self-implode technique. And just giving it, like, a ridiculous amount of movement speed and damage so that there isn't a way to just run away from him. I think he would be a funny meme. I do not think he will be good for, like, you know, late game boss fights or anything, but I do think it would be funny to do. Now, we're gonna hatch these Mammorest eggs, and then we're gonna grab Mammorest eggs and replace them. And that's probably going to be the last thing we do for Palworld today, because, like I said, we're just kind of out of shit to do for right now. Which is unfortunate. I thought that the late game bosses would be a lot more worth it. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to spend the next couple days, just off-stream, building up enough materials and getting things ready to fight the Desert Tower as well. Oh, I did not realize there were mutated eggs in there. I am sad now. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't even matter what they are, because I could just breed them together if there's something good, and get alphas of them anyway. Yeah, it's fine. Not a big deal. I just can't open that one off-stream. Like, that has to be opened on-stream. Give me all of this. Okay, I was making sure I had the cat in my pockets, and I do. Yeah, you definitely don't want to just go opening a bunch of shit if you, do not have the cat in your pockets. Because the double chance at eggs is way too good to not be abusing the hell out of. Oh, I want to test something, actually. Hold on. Do I have a PAL deposit box in here? I don't. I should. That's weird that I don't have one built in here. It's also weird that I don't have any Paldium fragments on me. Okay. That's fine. Man, today has just been, like, effectively a bunch of very inconvenient bullshit. So, if I take and I put, I don't know, this thing in my pockets while I'm in here. And I give him just the most movement speed I can. Like, I make him real fast. To where his pickup speed is just ridiculous. Because I'm pretty sure it's based off of his movement speed, yeah? And then we just give him, like, Vanguard or something. Yeah, so the only problem I have with him being active in here is he is picking up, like, all of the eggs, which I don't want him doing. But it's fine. The point is he is working as intended. Okay, so... yeah, he's very interesting, and I have to wonder how useful I can make him. Okay, so yeah, we will be switching to Final Fantasy for the day. And we will be going till about noon or 1 o'clock as a treat, since I had to switch over to a different game. So as usual, we will be putting up our end of stream screen. And I did want to take a moment to thank everybody who did stop in for our Palworld stream. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please do consider doing so. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. Every little bit of engagement truly does help. If you are already supporting the channel, thank you guys so very much, and I'll be seeing y'all again real soon. Alexander, signing out.